Well, Amanda, that was quite the scene inside the arena tonight. It was a pretty special moment. I imagine you're still pretty riled up after that. But what is the emotion right now? What are you feeling?
Very happy, you know. It's the moment that I waited for my whole life. Make history. Tonight I did it once again. I want to sit down and watch everything, like, incredible. I'm very happy.
You were always confident. You always said you would win this fight. But did you know that you could go in and go in a firefight and just stand in the pocket with Cyborg, who most people thought that was impossible? Did you know you could win that kind of fight?
Yeah. You know, I say in all my interviews, I train in the gym with all those guys in the America top team. Like, I still move forward when got hate for those guys. I know she not be able to knock me out. I know. And I was so ready tonight. Nothing's gonna stop me to do what I want to do tonight. And when she connects me couple punch, I say like, oh, I'm gonna walk it for now. And she's strong, she's powerful, she's always a great champion. I respect Chris a lot, but tonight I knew it's gonna be my night. I knew I'm gonna be the one, you know, and happy. I'm very happy.
I know you want to enjoy the moment, but you talked about being in the Hall of Fame. I mean, now you've got 2 belts. Give us an idea. How do you see your career going from here? And, not necessarily names, but are you wanting to try and defend both those belts? Are you, there's talks, should the featherweight division even exist anymore now that you beat Cyborg? I mean, what do you see for your future?
I don't know. I have to sit down with my coach and see the next step, It's too soon to talk about. And I have to celebrate, I have to talk to my family in Brazil. People going crazy in Brazil right now. My country, I'm so happy to be able to, make them happy, And I can't wait to go to Brazil to celebrate with everybody there. I know it was very hard for all the Brazilian people. 2 champions, 2 Brazilians. I know it was very hard, but ended up staying in Brazil, And I'm very happy for that.
I guess, Amanda, congratulations. That was a great win for you. The first punch you hit her with, it seemed like she slipped and maybe was in trouble. Did that surprise you, the fact that it just took 1 punch for you to get her in trouble?
Yeah, actually, I know I hit hard. I know, but sometimes you never know, things can happen. You can be you have to be ready for everything. And when I connected my first punch, I saw she got wrong a little bit. And I say, oh, imagine if I connected the next one. And when my coach tell me, when you hate her the first time, you're gonna go crazy to try to kill you. And then it was exactly what happened. And that was the key of the fight. Get her to get crazy, to come forward. And then you can connect your overhand and top her jab. And then we train that over and over because we know it's going to happen.
Did you sense when you hit a couple of those big right hands, could you feel the power coming off her punches? Was she hitting less hard as the fight went on? Because she landed on you fairly consistently as you were landing on her. Did you feel her power decreasing as the fight went on?
No, actually her power was the same. But I feel like my distance was very well. And it was be able to take a little her distance out. And I was be able to connect first every time. And my distance and be fast was the key tonight.
When you talked about, you had to get in that firefight with her, obviously you can't keep your head on that center line right there because you let her crack you, and that's something. So was that something you worked on in terms of moving your head and not being a stationary target even as you're moving forward?
Yeah. I always train to move my head, and I knew tonight I have to be fast and smart, and this is MMA. You're going to get hit anytime. And when she connects the first one, then I saw oh, she's not gonna do anything with that to me. I'm going to walk forward. I'm going to be fast and move my head and throw overhand, bomb overhand, and I know I'm gonna get it that done. And it happened.
With the wins, wins over Misha Tate and Ronda Rousey and Valentina Shevchenko and now Cyborg, you've beaten the greatest fighters in the history of the sport. What does that fact alone mean to you, and how does it feel to know that everybody is now calling you the greatest women's fighter of all time?
Feel amazing. This is the moment that I waited for, make history and be happy with myself, be happy with what I'm capable of, and I'm happy. This is the only word that I have right now.
And I just want to ask you one thing to go back. Like when you fought Kat Zingano that fight, and that was a fight you probably could have won and you lost it. And you think back now to that time, like, you were probably pretty low at that point, weren't you? And could you see in such a short period of time climbing so much distance, beating so many great fighters, one of whom's already in the Hall of Fame and the other ones who already probably will be in the Hall of Fame? Could you foresee it happening as quickly for you as it did at that moment?
That fight was the fight changing me as an athlete. That fight against Kat Zingano helped me a lot. Like, to becoming who I am today, that fight needed to happen. In what way?
In what way did it change?
Oh, changing, like, to be more calm, to be more confident, and training smart. I used to train training, go to the gym and then do everything hard as possible, think it is the way it's supposed to be. But it's not. You have to train smart. You have to have a coach around you is smart as well. And I have, I have my team behind me, behind America Top Team is the best team on the planet, and we are smart. And this was the key.
Hey, Amanda, congratulations off to your right over here. You came out of the cage in celebration right after the knockout, and I think you went over to Dana White, right? You went over to Dana. What did you say to him?
Come here and celebrate with me. Because I text him. I text directly to Dana White. I won this fight. Make this happen for me, please. And then he texted me back. I will make this happen for you. And that's why I went to him, and then I wanted he celebrated with me.
When did you text him that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but was right after I had fight, maybe against Holly Holmes, right? I think so. And then I text him, and then he said, "You got this." I said, "Okay, let me know. I need some time because I need to get ready. I'm very small right now. 135 and making me walk around like very small. And let me put it some weight, and I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna take that belt. I'm 100% sure. Make this happen, Dana." And then he make it tonight. I prove I was right about that.
Did you feel almost better at 145 than you usually do at 135? Because it seemed like, you looked pretty terrifying in there.
Yeah, actually I did. I eat very well. Was good camp. I have a couple injuries line up in this camp. I have to stop like 1 week. When I come back from Nunes fight, I got sick, and I have to stop once again to recovery, and I have to stop. And it's always hard to stop when your camp is when the fight's right in the corner, and you concern a lot. But I keep focusing. When I was at home, I still working my brain to be strong and work very well.
Chris hadn't lost since 2005. Obviously, it was a pretty definitive win for you tonight. But would you consider giving her a rematch, considering she hasn't lost in so long?
I don't know. Let's see. I want to go home and then sit down with my coach. This moment is huge in my life. I have to process it. I can't think about anything else right now, honest. And see what is gonna happen next.
Most important question. Does this mean Nina gets her car now, her new car?
I got it, the bonus.
You did.
I did it. Boom.
There you
Nina
go.
spreads her car.
It's on video now, so
But
you can't renege.
Yeah, but when I was in Vegas, my sinusitis was pretty bad. Like the whole week, I look at Nina like, this is crazy again. No, like we have to do something about that. I have to talk to Sarah to see the medicine because I can't fight like that. My head was crazy. And then when I wake up, the fight's gonna move to LA. Whew. Like, I have to go to a better client, you know? And then when I saw that, I say, like, everything's in my favor. Like, even that. Move the whole card. Like, this is amazing. And I was very happy, you know? And I have a lot of respect for Cyborg, too. You know, she's a great fighter. You know, I was very happy to share the cage with her. And I hope she do well.
For so long, the sport was about Cyborg and Ronda Rousey, and you've knocked both of them out within 1 minute. Can you talk about the similarities in those fights? What was the common denominator for both?
I think the things it reminded me a lot tonight was be calm, composing. Everything lined up to this fight was exact how was lined up for Ronda Rousey's fight. Calm, smart, composed, fast, strong, and everything. Like everything, do everything the right moment.
And you, obviously, when you talk about the next fight, I think Valentina made it very clear in Toronto that she wants to fight you again. Do you see that as the most likely fight at 135?
She have 2 times. 2 times she have. Tonight is not about Valentina.
Thank you.
Amanda?
Oi.
Oi. O Dana conversou com a gente agora há pouco e ele falou, né, que você é a melhor da história. Ele até mencionou que eventualmente você vai fazer parte do Hall da Fama. Enfim, fica calmo em relação a isso. E que ele garantiu que você será uma grande estrela da companhia após essa vitória. Como você vê essa declaração do Dana White e o quanto você esperava esse reconhecimento, não só de ser a melhor da história que você falou antes, mas de ter esse respaldo de agora você vai ser uma grande estrela da companhia, né?
Eu estou muito feliz. Eu estou feliz comigo mesmo. Isso é o mais importante. Entendeu? Depois que tudo aconteceu, tudo que aconteceu na minha vida, vocês acompanharam, assim. Eu sempre estava bem, nunca me preocupei com tem que me promover, tem que me promover. Eu vou ser a pessoa que vou fazer isso. Entendeu? Eu vou mudar essa história. E assim fico muito feliz que Dana White deu essa entrevista falando. Eu acho que é muito importante, né?